Welcome to another Updates with the City Manager. I'm Shelby Quinlivan, your Communications Manager, and this is Jim Palenick, our City Manager. And we have a couple of updates for you from the council meeting from last night. And so we have some good news as far as the firefighter union and the city passing their contract.
Yes, we have been in negotiations now, I would say about 5 or 6 months actually. Since the last 3-year collective bargaining agreement expired with our local International Association of Firefighters, local number 336. They represent most of our firefighters who are unionized. And we've been working toward a new, hopefully multi-year contract. And some of our earlier discussions actually were potentially on maybe just a 1 year with some reopeners. But the good news is after having a fact-finding session and kind of a really intense effort in that process, we came to terms on a new 3-year tentative contract, and really both sides really came together well, started to really listen closely, talk about how we could find an effective compromise that really works well, both for the firefighters as well as for the city. And that's really what we did. And so we came to terms on a new 3-year contract, and it would extend from January 1 of 2021 through December 31st of 2023. And that was voted on by the membership of the fire union, and it was unanimously approved, 64-9. And then last night at our city council meeting, it was also unanimously approved by the city council. So I think that's very indicative of the fact that both sides feel like this was a really good answer.
Yeah.
It provides effectively for the firefighters for a 3-year time frame, and it really works within the budget that the city has established. I think that's the goal. We want to provide for these very important providers of public safety that we believe very strongly in, make sure that they are adequately compensated, adequately taken care of, that their circumstances are effective, and at the same time that it meets the financial needs of the city. So this is the classic example of when both sides come to a conclusion that it really works for both. And we're just really happy with that. We think it's kind of a model for how these things ought to happen. And hopefully as we move forward with the police or others, they'll see a similar kind of circumstance, and hopefully we can maybe reach terms quicker as a result by saying, hey, we kind of know how this ought to go, so this is the way it goes. So
Great.
We're excited about it.
Great news. We have some news about the Port Authority. So recently, Middletown started their own Port Authority, and we have some neighboring Port Authorities, and we are going to go into an agreement with the Warren County Port Authority. So tell people about what that means.
Yeah. We recently developed a really nice partnership with the Warren County Port Authority as we were looking at working on and actually sharing the cost of doing a redevelopment plan for the town mall. And we recognize that that kind of partnership is really effective. So when we did the Middletown Port Authority, we recognized that there are times when each of those port authorities would have what we call concurrent jurisdiction, meaning that either could do incentive deals within the Warren County portion of the city of Middletown. So rather than in a future find out that we're not quite sure who should be doing what, or looking at being competitive to one another rather than cooperative, we wanted an agreement in advance that said, look, we're already partners. We want to know how we should approach this, how we should do it, how we would share in it. And that's what the agreement does. It recognizes that partnership. It says that we value it and that we know exactly how we'll work together so that it'll be beneficial to both sides. And so we're really excited about that. We recognize the fact that working together means that we can leverage resources going even further for economic development.
Absolutely.
And so not just on the mall project, but as we potentially do other projects, whether it's in the Warren County portion of Middletown or even in the Butler County portion of Middletown, we could say additional ways to work closely with the Warren County Port Authority, and we've agreed in advance how that'll happen. So again, just another example of how you can work at partnerships that make it better for both sides.
Yeah, we love partnerships in Middletown.
and to further say, not only did the City of Middletown Council approve that last night, but they did that after the Warren County Port Authority and the Middletown Port Authority individually had also each approved of that agreement.
Yes.
So we can say today that all three entities involved in that agreement have approved it.
Everybody's good.
You bet.
Then we wanted to share just a little update about the vaccination clinics we have going on through our health department. Those are now open to walk-ins and appointments. So we have appointments available on that website, which is gettheshot.coronavirus.ohio.gov. I know it's a long one, but bear with us. It's the state designated website for all clinics, so you can look up any clinic that is in the area and make your appointment, or you can walk in. So we have some appointments available and walk-ins every Thursday in the city building from 12 to 1 in our council chambers. And then we have every last Sunday of the month, and this information is on the website and on our Facebook page, but it's available at the high school, the vaccination clinics. So you can walk in or register and get your vaccination if you are interested.
And I think the thing for people to understand is we've been really very effective in getting vaccinations done such that now the level of supply is very good. The level of demand has been going down. So the message to the public is there is nothing that should inhibit you from coming in and getting vaccinated.
Yeah.
You don't have to stand in a line.
Right.
There is no concern about what age you are, what group you fall into. If you want to be vaccinated, you can absolutely get that. It is free, it is available, it is convenient. Let us know, and it will be relatively easy for you to get into one of these clinics, or quite honestly, if you're unable because of transportation or some other reason, call the public health department, and I guarantee you we will figure out a way to get you vaccinated.
Absolutely.
Because obviously it's critically important for public health. We have enough of supply now. The issue is no longer supply, it's only demand. So if you're somebody who wants to be vaccinated, we want to help you get there.
Absolutely. All right, so that will do it for us today on Updates with the City Manager. We will keep you posted on all things Middletown.
Thank you.